Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So welcome to the International Stamp Camp. I'm hoping that you're enjoying doing the make and takes. This is part of our tutorial where we actually do make up your card that you're going to be doing. This suite is amazing. I'm just going to jump right on down to my desktop here. So the Reindeer Fun Bundle, don't you just love these dies? And of course, we're going to be using this embossing folder, which is the plaid embossing folder, the Baker's Twine, and also the Designer Series paper. So I'm going to walk you through what you're going to do with your card. This is the card that you're actually making. So I stayed away from a regular reindeer card because I thought you're probably going to get quite a few of those. So let's get started on here. So we have, and I'm not going to go through the measurements. We have our basic green, and we're just going to score. You want to fold into the mountain, and you just want to get a really good crease line on there. So we'll just do that. Now, the Designer Series paper that I use that you are going to have to cut is this particular one, and on the back is this piece here. So this piece is like just a tiny bit less. If you're in imperial, it's 4 by 5.25. In metric, it's just the 5 centimeters less than your regular card base side. So I'm just going to come in with my glue, and we're just going to put that right onto there, and it makes it very, very simple for that particular part. Just make sure it's there. Now, what I did and what I've got is on this part here, you are on your garden green part, you're going to cut out this die here, which happens to be this die right here. So you're just going to cut that out. And then what you're going to also do is on your piece of basic white that's like this, you're going to run it through with this embossing folder. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to attach that right onto there. Now it's very close to the edges. So there's a couple ways that you can do it. I'm just going to get this piece off of here. My goodness. Let me just come in and get those pieces out of there. So there's two ways that we can do this, and I'm actually going to do it this way. Is I want to come in here, and it's going to come to this part here. So what I want to do is I'm just going to turn this over, and I'm just going to quickly just take a piece of paper, a pencil, and I'm just going to mark around here, because that's going to give you the guideline of where we're going to put the dimensionals on here. So we're going to take our dimensionals, and we can take small ones, we can take the big ones. I'm taking a mixture of both. And I'm going to just come in here and put big ones here in the corners. And that's almost probably enough on there to pop that up. If I want to, I could put some more on there, but I don't think it's necessary, really. So I'm just going to come in with my take your pick tool and just take off those edges. Whoops, just take off the dimensionals. Let's just get that out of the way there. So when I put this on here, we got to make sure it's going the right way. And I'm just going to come down and just layer this right onto here. And that's going to give us a bit of a popped up edge, just like that. And it's going to go like this. Now this part is just going to go right onto the front here of your card. If you're metric, it's going to be a little skinnier. It's quite tight, but it's still going to fit onto there. Just put that right there. Then what you're going to do, you have a piece of real red. You're going to cut out 3 of those bell dies, which look like these ones here. So you're going to cut out 3 of them. You're not going to use them all, but you're going to use a good portion of them. So I'm just coming, I've got them already cut out. So let me just bring those out of my little envelope here. And I'm just going to come in, and I want to have 1 big one and 2 of the smaller ones. And I'm going to come in with my small dimensionals and just put those right onto there and onto there. And then another one right here, like so. And we're also cutting out one of these bows here. These are going to go on the inside. The extra ones, you can put as many as you want, really. So I'm just going to come in with this one, and I'm going to come in with a glue dot. And I'm just going to put this on. Now, I know it's behind the baker's twine, but it's just going to give a bit more of a look of the red. So that's just going to go on there. And then I'm going to come in with these. And I'm just going to put one about there. And these will all be determined on where you want them all to go. I'm going to put one right about there. And then the other one is just down. Pretty simple card. All right, so just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take probably about 18 inches of this baker's twine, and we're going to tie a double bow with this. And it's about, I take usually about 9 inches for a bow, and I'm just going to tie a bow. And the key to your bows is always a tight bow. Now this you have to cut, because we didn't cut them into 2 strips where you could. So I'm just going to bring this one down. Whoops. I think I cut the wrong one. All right. Oh, I did. Okay, let's try again. So what you could do right at the very beginning is just cut this edge here. That way you won't make that mistake that I just did. We're going to tie a double bow. Of course, we can go in and do that. It wouldn't be a video by myself if there wasn't a bit of a blooper in there. You've got like a lot of that baker's twine, so it's not going to be, because I did that. So I'm going to tie that tight, and we're just going to position this down. We're going to give it a bit of a haircut and tie it tight, and we're just going to put that up there. And we just want those tags to come down wherever. So I'm coming in with another glue dot. Just going to squish that up. Put that there. And just there. Okay, then we are then going to take this strip, and we have this fantastic Merry Christmas on there. And with that strip, I'm going to come in with my Versamark, because I'm going to emboss this with white embossing powder. Always use my embossing buddy to do that. I'm going to come in with some Versamark. Let's just get that inked up. And just going to do that in the middle. Coming in with my white embossing powder. Now, I keep mine in a tray, but I also just use a cardstock. I find with if I use a spoon, it's way too staticky. So just going to give that a little flick off and a blow. Whoops. Let's just hope that didn't muck that part up. Nope, we're good. And we're just going to come in with a heat gun, heat set that, just warm it up just a tiny bit, and then we're just going to do this. I don't run it like this. That's where you can really go into overheating your embossing, and just slowly move it across there. Now you could separate these words if you wanted to. You could keep them as the Merry Christmas, or you can separate the Merry and the Christmas. I am just going to come in with my paper snips, and I'm just going to do angle like that, angle like that. Just turn that over and put some dimensionals on there. And I'm going to put 3 because I don't like to have a bit of a dip in there. Just like that. And then bring this back in, and we're just going to put that down there. Now on the inside of the card, you have your inner base. I thought I'd go fairly simple with this, and we cut out those extra bells. So I can go ahead and just put these bells onto here. Now at this point, you could put 3 bells on the inside. I'm going to go with just 2. I'm taking a big one and a little one, but that's up to you. And I should have taken this part out. Just put another little dimensional on this one. Oh, we don't want dimensionals. Never mind. So we're just going to take some glue and just put some glue on there. That there. And that's just going to be the inside of the card. Like I say, you could put one up here if you want. It's entirely up to you. You do have the 6 that are cut out. I'm just going to come in, glue this onto the inside. And what card wouldn't be complete without those yummy peppermint embellishments? So let's just put that there. So like I say, I'm hoping that you're really enjoying this. The make and takes, fairly easy to put together. You want them to be fairly easy. So let's go here. And again, we'll come in with our take your pick tool. And I'm just using and a little one here as well. And just put that there. And there's our card. So pretty simple card. So I hope that you enjoyed that. Let me just go up to the top here. And remember that if it's not important that you finish all of these cards all at once, you could do 1 card a day and you'd have enough for almost a full month. Remember to come back on the hour when we do some lives and gives you alternative projects. So remember to create, because it's great for the soul. Bye for now.